You know, guys, it's been a while.
Who's this guy? Who's this excited boy? Who's who are you gonna root for me? Let's hear it. Oh, 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 you're so excited. You're so excited. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, how about some love? How about some love?
Who's that? Who's the sweetest boy in the world? Who is it? Is it Joaquin? Is it Joaquin? Yeah, you're so sweet. Everybody knows you're the sweetest. Oh, you're such a sweet boy.
Well, guys, it's been about a year since my last foray into vlogging. I think I ended it at the end of March. Now it is the end of March 2018 instead of 17, like when last time I did this. And guys, I've got some life changes. Things have changed quite a bit. Things are going to change quite a bit in the near future, and I feel like I should talk to you about that. But first, you guys need a little bit of a background story. Let's go back about 10 years. This is going to be good. Let's go back about 10 years to a young Dano. I was about 24 years old. Yes, I just gave away my age. I was about 24 years old. Nathan was probably about 2. Presley was on the way. Oh my goodness, it's going to sound terrible. Presley was on the way, and I was not with his mother, and we were at a point where that was not a good idea either. So I'm just putting that out, just personal stuff I don't normally talk about. I mean, it all worked out well. They live with me and everything's fine now, but, well, mostly. But 10 years ago, that's where I was. I was 24 years old, had kids way too young at that point, and with another one on the way. And at this point, I had been dating a nice girl by the name of Lisa. And Lisa and I were never a serious relationship. We just didn't ever put a label on things. We never called it anything specific. We hung out all the time. It was very nice. It was good. There were a lot of emotions tied up, but we didn't speak about them, which was a problem. But either way, this was happening around that same time. And around that same time, Lisa had an opportunity come up to go to Denver, to move away from our friends. Now, to give you a little more background, she was a friend of our friend group, so all of my good friends out here in Las Vegas, we always hung out. Lisa was part of that group. She was, one of the girls who hung out with all the guys kind of deal. Very, and we hit it off very well, and we did our own thing for a little while too. But she had an opportunity to move away to Denver. She just finished school, and she told me about it, and I, being scared 24-year-old me, decided that that was the time that I should probably tell her how I feel about her. So I told her that I loved her. I said, you know what, I love you, and I want you to know that before you go. And she came back and she said, well, I love you too, and I'll stay and help you with the kids if you want. And me being young and dumb, I said, I can't do that. I can't take that opportunity away from you. I can't be responsible for that. In case that messes up and you miss out on that opportunity and you stayed here, it was a lot of pressure for a young me, basically. And at that point, I don't think I was ready to handle a strong personality like her. She's a very strong woman, and me being an insecure younger man, I couldn't do it. She's a bit much at that point in time. And so I said, no, move. I pushed her away. I said, go. Just go. I don't want to be responsible for ruining that. You should go. You should go do your own thing. Go. And it wasn't easy. Part of that whole thing of me telling her to go was also me saying, and we probably shouldn't talk after this because I can't handle this. I can't go on like that. It was hard. It was really hard. It took me a while to, it was hard. But a few years went by. I kind of moved on, started working a couple other jobs, met new people. She had moved out to Denver. She'd visit every once in a while. We'd see each other here and there. And it was okay, we'd kind of do our thing. And it was fine for a while. And then I got involved into a relationship. As you guys may have seen in some of my previous videos, Alicia. Not to mix the two, Lisa and Alicia, but either way, I got into a relationship with Alicia, and that was going great, and it was around for years, 7 years, in fact, seven, almost 8 years. We'd moved in together, had the kids come with us, went on multiple trips, and I started the channel in that time period. And at the same time period, this other girl, Lisa, had gotten married too. Not exactly then, but had gotten married, done her thing, and went on to live her life. And we didn't really talk much, not a whole lot. We kind of drifted even further apart at that point. And she'd still come to hang out. I just wouldn't go meet up when she was in town, kind of deal. Either way, flash forward to let's jump back into now. Let's jump back into, say, like February 2018, about a month ago. Over the last, I don't know, year, let's say about a year, maybe a little bit longer, the relationship with myself and Alicia has kind of, I haven't been there. I've been kind of checked out. I've been super busy working on YouTube stuff. I haven't been there for her. I've been, like I said, checked out. I haven't been feeling the same way towards her as I had been for a little while. I didn't really know it. I just kind of withdrew myself. And it wasn't fair to her, and it wasn't, not fair to me either, I guess. But it had just kind of one of those things that had come up like a year or two ago, and we tried working on it a little bit, and it went, and it was fine, and we were basically living with each other. And the kids were here, and Alicia's always been so good with the kids and such a good help, like raising them. She's been a huge part of their lives and everything. But at the end of the day, it just kind of came down to this realization I had of like, I'm not the person for you. I'm not that person. That's not going to be me. It's already not me. And it hurt to realize that, hurt me to realize that, hurt her even more for me to say it out loud. But at the end of the day, we decided to split up. Well, I decided that we were going to split up and not really work further towards fixing it, because we tried before. I'd kind of seen how things were, and it was headed that way, and I just had decided that that's not what this should be anymore. And part of that decision was kind of catalyzed, like was brought further, happened sooner than it would have, because Lisa from Denver, Colorado, had come out to visit our friends, and I decided to go hang out. During this hangout, we went to a bar, hung out like friends do, and everything was fine until everybody else had either left or fallen asleep, and Lisa and myself were left alone. And we were talking, we were listening to old music, and we decided to kind of talk about what happened to us 10 years ago and rehash all of that, because honestly, a lot of it hurt me so much, I blocked a lot of it out. I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to deal with my feelings. I was young. I was young and dumb. I was like 24. Knew nothing. I still know nothing, but still. We decided to talk it out, and, part of that led to a hug and just this feeling. A hug became more than a hug kind of deal. And it was just this feeling of like, oh, wow, this came rushing right back like that. Like there wasn't 10 years missing. We were right back where we were instantly. And it was a feeling I had never felt exactly as strong with Alicia. And knowing that existed, and knowing that this person was out there that I had been missing for 10 years, I decided that night that no matter what I did going forward, no matter what I did, Lisa had to be part of my life. Even if she was going to be just my friend and I talked to her all the time again, that was fine. If it was going to be more than that, that would be even better too. But I knew that I couldn't live the rest of my life with her just not talking to her. I knew it. So, we parted ways, and a day or two went by, and I decided to start texting her again. And we kind of kept up. I ended up picking her up and taking her to the airport on our way home. And we've kept in touch constantly since then. And we've decided, since then I also broke up with Alicia. And Lisa and myself decided that we are going to get back together, because that night that we kind of rekindled things, that offer was put back out of her moving out here to help me with the kids and us being together. And I couldn't turn that down. I couldn't. Initially I thought about it, but it didn't happen instantly. It took me a few weeks to kind of come to that decision. But after weighing everything out with the way things were with Alicia, and just knowing that was kind of coming to an end anyways, and rekindling things with Lisa, and really seeing how that is and what's kind of been missing from me for the last 10 years or so. Yeah, Lisa and I are back together, and it's it's great. It's actually the greatest thing ever. And things are moving very intensely, very quickly. She's going to be moving out here this summer. We're still figuring out living situation and her job situation and everything else, and the move out of this house, or if we're going to stay at this house, or what we're going to do, how the split's going to happen with myself and Alicia. We're still working on how that is all going to happen, like physically, as far as our stuff and where we live and everything. That's still being worked on. It might take a little while. We figured kind of once school was out in like May, we'd figure we'd have everything figured out as to what we're doing, and maybe look for a move in like June, July. And so that's kind of where we're at right now. And in fact, it's kind of funny, I'm doing this vlog. I've gone on for about 10 minutes now, but I'm doing this vlog because I want to start doing vlogs again. And I don't want you guys to be like, who's this other girl showing up in your vlogs? Because tomorrow, in a few, probably like 5 hours from now, I'm going to get on a plane, go to Albuquerque, New Mexico to see my mom for her birthday. But Lisa's going to drive down, meet me in Albuquerque, and we're going to hang out. And I want to shoot videos. I want to show you the adventures, the fun stuff that we do. And I don't want it to be super jarring, so that's why I'm putting this video out first, to give you guys the background, the story, so you kind of know what happened. Make sense? I hope so. Either way, guys, I gotta tell you, I'm extremely, extremely happy. I know that this is the person I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with. Spoilers, also spoilers, that was talked about. And yeah, marriage, it's on the table. Yeah, they're gonna put a leash on this tiger. Weird, right? Weird. It scares me a little bit too, but I'm actually super excited for it for the first time. Like, yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be freaking great. But that's all. I just wanted to give you guys a little life update, a little catch up. But I think that's it for now. You know I love you guys, right? I love you guys a lot. I'm gonna start doing this vlog thing more often. I'm gonna start talking to you guys. So give me a little more personal info like I'm doing today. So if you like that, make sure you're subscribed, do all that good stuff. It's, even if you're not subscribed, I'm not going to worry about likes. I'm not going to worry about views so much on this channel. This is more for me. This is more me just putting it out there. I need to do that more. And so if you want to come along for the ride, you're more than welcome. I'd love to have you. All right, guys. Love you. That's it for now. I'll see you later.
My butt said yeah.